and you had an incredible positive attitude that helped you get through, and you had the support of your whānau and friends, and all of that stuff's just
Also
just
AYA as well, because
not my place to say that, but I'm glad you did.
because just to like butt in as well, because you have like I had an amazing heme team. I was really lucky, amazing nurses and everything like that. But Louise came in and wrote down what this means, you know, when I get my blood sheet every morning with all my levels and everything. She, you know, Googled it, or not Googled it, she knew. So, don't Google, nobody Google.
I
That's
also
like
didn't
number one.
We do Google.
I also didn't go to TikTok. TikTok didn't tell me.
Yeah, ask the right people, don't go, ask the doctors, ask the nurses, don't just Google and be like, whoa, oh my gosh, not only do I have blood cancer, I've got this.
Oh, I know,
Yeah.
but-
You know, I like, you know, it's us, like Louise broke it down and said, no, this is, you know, what this is. And, you know, I think that was also like fortunate with the amazing team that's over the road. And you guys, you know, being able to ask the question and then having someone actually break it down for you.
Yeah.
Because I think people walk in and be like, who's going to actually explain this all to me? And they're there. You just gotta
They're there.
ask.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think that's it. Is that sometimes it's finding that key person for you, and that's what I try and be. Like, you know, I try and be that person for you. In regards to, like, you know, I'm aware that, like you sort of said, lots of you know, it's different doctors all the time that come in, and you know, even it doesn't matter how good and how much training or thought and how thoughtful and approachable that you are, you're, you know, that the team are and the doctors are, you're still the person sitting in the vulnerable position, usually in a bed, and you know, it's really hard to talk for yourself when you're that vulnerable, and you know, I'll have young people that are like, oh, I've got all these questions, so quite often I'll be like, write them down, let me know them, so that I can make sure if I'm sitting there with you that those questions got answered. Because like you said, you'll get bombarded with all this new information, and then you'll forget to ask the questions that you needed to ask from the last time that you were seen. And I think that whole writing down questions and taking them with you is important, but also making sure that there's someone else that knows that those questions are wanting to be asked. Or even sometimes I'm like, if I can't be there, I'm like, actually, there's no harm in you starting off, if you can, you starting the conversation and say, hey, you know, when you're at your clinic appointment or whatever, it's like, well, I've just got these questions, can we answer these first before
Actually,
you
one
can
of
be any more?
When patients come in, and the first thing they do is they pull a notepad out. It's like, okay, have you got some questions? You look like you've got some questions.
Yeah.
And that's why, so just physically producing a piece of paper, even if there's nothing written on it.
Yeah.
That would do it.
Preparation.
Yeah.